Hi guys, in this video today we're going to talk about the 3 most common errors when it comes to playing off the back glass. Now in this video I'm going to include the balls that come off the back glass low, but also the ones where you get lobbed and it bounces away from the glass and you can be a little bit more aggressive. Without a doubt, the most common error when it comes to new players coming into paddle with the glass is the preparation. They need to get the racket back before the ball touches the glass. I see it all too often where players are moving back like this, the racket stays in that front position, the ball comes off the glass, and then there's a big rush for them to try and hit that shot because their racket wasn't back initially. And all that means is that they have a really fast swing and out of control swing, and therefore they can't control the ball. So you really must bring that racket back first before you consider any movement with the feet or getting back behind the ball. Following the preparation, the next biggest problem is the contact. Now, this is something that is also to do with the preparation, but players are not moving back into position so that when the ball comes off, they can contact in front. It's happening far too often that players end up contacting behind them, and this is the same if the ball goes and it's a lob, they come back, they think they're going to attack, but they don't move far enough back, and they contact behind them, and therefore it really restricts their options. And that's why you see a lot of new players, they end up lobbing again off that back glass because the ball is behind them and they don't have any other choice. So after that early preparation, the second thing really to focus on is to get behind the ball so that your contact can be in front. Whether it's a defensive shot and you contact in front, or whether it's being aggressive off that back glass, the contact should always be in front. The third biggest problem is shot selection. Now this often has to do with the type of ball that you get, but the aim is to take your racket back at a similar height to the ball. So for example, if you get a very low ball, you'll take the racket down low so that it's easier to defend. If it's a high ball, you'll take that racket back up high so that you can be aggressive through that ball. Now with coach education, and I use this a lot, we have a traffic light system. So, for example, if it's a low ball, it's in the red, below net height, below waist height, it's in the red, and that means that you can't attack and you have to defend and be sensible. Around waist height up to chest height is your kind of neutral area, that's the orange of the traffic light, and that means that you need to play control, but you can be a little bit more aggressive, but it's still a neutral shot. And then your green is above kind of shoulder, chest height, and from here you can be aggressive with that ball. And so when that ball comes, you need to make a decision early on which of those shots you're going to hit and get good preparation, get into position, and if you decide it is a green and you want to be aggressive, that it comes off that and you're in a good position to be aggressive with that contact in front. Here you can see that I have that early preparation. My first step is to move backwards. My racket goes back even before the ball hits the glass. I'm in a compact position, and even on that ball I still manage to contact in front. One thing that really separates good players is their shot selection, and when it comes to the back glass there's lots of options you can have. Here you can see that the player, he's moved back and he's played a neutral lob. Even though it was possible to attack, he's gone for a sensible shot, and here on a low ball he's been a bit more defensive, played down to the feet. Again, a neutral ball to the lob. He hasn't gone for any high risk shots on any of those balls. And you can see that that sensible play means he's achieved the net position, which is the goal of that point, and from here he can finish.